Jai Shri Mataji. Buongiorno a tutti e benvenuti a questa meditazione del mattino. Alziamoci la Kundalini, diamoci 7 bandha e facciamo Namaskar.
Jai Shri Mataji, good morning and welcome to this morning meditation. We can all give ourselves abandon and raise our Kundalini.
Ora possiamo rimanere in piedi, andiamo a fare l'arti a Shri Mataji.
We can all stand up to do arti to Shri Mataji.
Mettiamo l'attenzione sul nostro Sahasrara.
We can all put our attention on Sahasrara.
Cerchiamo di fare silenzio.
And we can all try to be silent while doing this.
Lasciamo andare via i nostri pensieri.
And let all our thoughts go away.
Ora portiamo l'attenzione sulla Madre Terra e rivolgiamo le nostre mani verso la Madre Terra.
We can put our attention on Shri Adi Bhumi Devi and allow our hands to be placed on the Mother Earth.
Con dolcezza e con umiltà possiamo rivolgersi alla Madre Terra e chiediamo:
With humility, we can ask Shri Adi Bhumi Devi,
Madre Terra, ti prego, assorbi tutto ciò che dentro di noi ci allontana dall'essere puro spirito.
Shri Adi Bhumi Devi, please remove all the impurities that takes us away from our spirit.
Ora possiamo cantare il mantra a Shri Adi Bhumi Devi.
We can all say the mantra to Shri Adi Bhumi Devi.
Om Tvameva Sachan Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sachan Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mettiamo la nostra attenzione sul Muladhara Chakra, il primo chakra. Lasciamo che la mano destra sia rivolta verso la madre terra e la mano sinistra è sul ginocchio, con il palmo rivolto verso l'alto.
Now we can put our attention to our Muladhara chakra with our left hand towards Shri Mataji and the right hand on the Mother Earth.
Ora possiamo chiedere a Shri Ganesha, tu sei colui che ci doni l'innocenza. Ti prego, elimina tutti gli ostacoli che possiamo incontrare nella nostra ascesa spirituale.
Shri Ganesha, you give to us the innocence. Please help us in our ascent.
Ora possiamo cantare tutti quanti insieme il mantra Shri Ganesha per 4 volte. Om Tvameva Sacha Shri Ganesha Sacha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sacha Shri Ganesha Sacha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sacha Shri Ganesha Sacha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sacha Shri Ganesha Sacha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Ora, mantenendo l'attenzione sul Sahasrara Chakra, con grande umiltà e devozione, andiamo ad ascoltare le parole di Shri Mataji, lo Shivarati Puja del 1997.
Now with our attention on Sahasrara, with humility, we can listen to the talk of Shri Mataji, Sahasrara Shivaratri Puja,
1997.
First I'll speak in a Hindi language and then in English. We are such a cosmopolitan people that I don't know what language to take to. I'm talking to them about Shiva's worship, what should happen to you. But today I'm going to tell you about the internal happening within us. When you get to your realization, there are 11 Rudras placed here, 11 of them. They are particles, we can say anshas they call it, of Shiva's powers. And all of them try to take out or to remove all the false ideas we have about life. When the Kundalini rises, they all get enlightened, 11 of them. And say, for example, Buddha had a part of that, Mahavira had a part of that. Now all of them, what they do is to control us for falling into the prey of various things, like we have an ego. So Buddha will look after the ego part. He will see that you get shocked by your ego. You will be quite amazed how you could be so egoistical and so insulting and so humiliating. But when this Rudra is not awakened, when there is no light in this Rudra, then what happens? You start justifying yourself. You think whatever you do is correct. Whatever you've done, whatever is said, whatever you have achieved, you think is your right. You've done nothing wrong. For that, this Buddha's Rudra has to be awakened. On the contrary, if you go on pampering your ego, if you go on becoming egoistical, you become absolutely a right-sided personality. Once you are a right-sided personality, you know what all the symptoms there are of such a person. Now for that, if you just watch and introspect and see for yourself what ego has done to you, what wrong ideas you had about yourself. So that's why Muhammad Sahib said, beat yourself with shoes. He didn't know what else to tell. Because this ego business can really burst your head completely, and you may land up into so many difficulties. Ultimately, I have seen people developing the Zippy's disease, where the conscious mind becomes absolutely useless, cannot move. Consciously people cannot move. Unconsciously they will, but not consciously. And this disease is so horrible, a person becomes like a reptile. You have to carry them on your body. They can't walk on their own. They can't sit on their own. In a very young age this can happen. It's happening in America also. I have seen 2-3 cases here. In India also such a thing. So if you do not try to see your ego and control it, and feel repentant, in Saj Yoga there's nothing like repentance. We don't believe in repentance because we believe that you all have got your realization, you are beyond any mistakes. It's not true. We have to repent. There's in English there's a word sorry. Sorry for everything they say sorry. Even telephone, if you pick up they say sorry. I said sorry for what? But this sorry itself is very empty. It has no meaning, it has no depth. When you say sorry, you have to see why you are saying sorry and what is to be corrected. This is a very big problem of today's generation, where people have developed such tremendous ego, because all our economic growth, all our industrial developments, all our big organizations, all of them have given us a way that we should all develop our ego. If we don't develop our ego, we'll be lost. We are nowhere. And that's how we start pampering it. And then this right-sided problem starts. Then as a reaction, it goes to the left side. And actually in the head it is on the right side. Here is the right side, ego comes up. So the left Rudra is that of Mahavira. So people do things which are sinful, which are wrong, which are against Sri Ganesha. Then also there are controlling powers of Mahavira who controls. He says, you will go to hell, this will happen. He describes all the hell, all kinds of hell, that you will go to hell and you will be burnt alive. I don't know, all kinds of things he describes to frighten. But that doesn't help. So people start getting more onto the left side, and I should say to this Rudra, when this Rudra gets helpless, then a tremendous depression comes. One feels very depressed. Oh God, what a depression I have, I am so sick, I am this thing. And then you try to frighten others with your depressions. You show sort of what you call an emotional blackmail, you do. All kinds of things you will do and beat your head and do all kinds of things. Could be through ego, could be through this left side problem of the left Rudra. These two Rudras are very important because they are directly connected with our left and right sympathetic nervous system. So it's very important to see that you don't fall a prey to these Rudras. These Rudras are to be satisfied. So to be normal, at least look after these two Rudras, which are, one is one who controls the ego and another is self-pity. I just can't do it, and this, that, and all kinds of depression. All this works out into physically also into very serious problems like cancer. If the Rudras are caught up, you develop cancer. But all this portion gets swollen up. It's called as the Meda. This all portion gets swollen up. And you can see a cancer patient having a swelling all over. At least would be here or maybe there. Because such a swing in the nature of a person that you can't say from which Rudra they have developed these psychosomatic troubles. Psychosomatic troubles, all of them come because the Rudras have become ineffective. It can be due to the depressive nature or oppressive nature. It could be due to many other factors also. But all these factors are nothing but part and parcel of Shri, Shiva's or Sadashiva's powers. He is the one who is full of karuna, full of compassion. He is the ocean of compassion. If you ask him forgiveness, he'll forgive. Whatever you do, instead of feeling guilty, if you ask forgiveness, then he forgives. But if you think whatever you have done is good, you never tortured anybody, you have never made anybody suffer, then it knows. Shiva knows everything, isn't it? And because it knows, it starts giving up. So there's a big combination of your willpower to be there and the combination of the blessings of Shiva. When the Shiva blesses you, your willpower also heightens. But you must have full willpower to know that you have to be of a higher level of personality. He was not at all a mundane type. He was, supposing asked, Shiva to go to some party and all that, how will he look there? People will laugh at him. When I met some hippies, I said, why are you having this kind of hair? So they said, they are all primitive. So he said, I want to be primitive. I said, but the brain is modern, what's the use of having primitive hair? So, deception. Deceiving yourself is not going to happen. Best thing is to face yourself and understand what wrong you have been doing. If it works out, I tell you, so many Sahaj Yogis are sitting here. If you correct yourself and become that, I'm sure all the problems, political, economic, and all stupid problems we have will be finished. But today it's such a mixture due to Kali Yuga that even the worst people are carrying on. Now we have a responsibility to save this world. We have a responsibility to create a great, honorable life, which is not superficial, which is not just to show off, but inside. It should develop so that this light of your spirit spreads and enlightens this world. It's very important to understand. All these troubles and diseases, psychosomatic diseases, and all other problems which are in a collective way we can call of the Kali Yuga, like political, economic, all these problems, only are created by human beings. They are not created by the divine force, but divine force tries to neutralize them if there are many Sahaj Yogis who are practicing Sahaj Yoga in the real sense of the word. If that could be done, if that could be achieved, then I think we can do a lot for the betterment of humanity, and that's why we have got realization. It's not only for yourself, it's not only for your family, it's not only for your city or country, but for the whole world. Sahaj Yoga is going to work out. Now, if you have to do competition, you must only do competition in your ascent and in nothing else. But people are so superficial that they think by showing off or by becoming something, a big Johnny, they will achieve something of a very great level. Is not so. It has to be a very humble attitude towards yourself also, so that you understand that whatever you are doing is for the betterment of global problems. Absolutely we can solve, because you are the channels of the divine. If I could do it alone, I would have done it, but I can't. So that's why I had to gather you all and to tell you that you become all the channels. But in the meanwhile, you enjoy. You enjoy life. Every second becomes a joy, which is also the gift of Shiva. Shiva is the one who creates this great admiration and great appreciation of every moment, everything that is done. And that is the state we have to achieve by not condemning yourself or not by pampering your ego, but by seeing what you are. That's the main thing one has to see. What problem you have and what is troubling you is yourself only. If you could just come to that point of understanding, I'm very, very sure that you will be such an asset to help to make this world look at itself and change. Because superficially you cannot change such deep-rooted problems, and you are being so blessed by Kundalini that you can really become a great torch, I should say. Torch on the path of truth, love, and joy. May God bless you.
Ora portiamo la mano destra sul cuore sinistro, dove risiede il nostro spirito. Shri Mataji, grazie a te noi siamo puro spirito, l'unico aspetto di noi che vivrà in eterno.
We can put our right hand on the left heart where resides our spirit. Shri Mataji, thank you for making us the pure spirit, the only aspect that will live forever.
Ora recitiamo il Tad Nishkala di Shri Adi Shankaracharya.
Now we can read Tad Nishkala by Shri Adi Shankaracharya.
Né mente, né intelletto, né ego, né pensiero, né orecchie, né lingua, né naso, né occhi, né etere, né terra, né fuoco, né vento, eterna beatitudine e consapevolezza, io sono Shiva, io sono Shiva.
Neither mind nor intellect, ego nor thought, nor the ears nor the tongue, nor the nose nor the eyes, neither ether nor earth, nor fire nor wind, eternal bliss and awareness. I am Shiva, I am Shiva.
Né l'energia della vita, né 5 sofi vitali, né i 7 elementi del corpo, né 5 involucri del corpo, né organi di purificazione, né parola, né mani, né piedi. Eterna beatitudine e consapevolezza io sono. Io sono Shiva, io sono Shiva.
Know the energy of life, know the 5 vital breaths, know the body's 7 elements, know the body's 5 sheaths, neither organs of cleansing, nor speech, hands, nor feet, eternal bliss and awareness. I am Shiva, I am Shiva.
Né disgusto né simpatia, né attaccamenti né avidità, nessun orgoglio né gelosia, né doveri né ricchezze, né desideri né liberazione, eterna beatitudine e consapevolezza io sono Shiva, io sono Shiva.
Neither loathing nor liking, attachment nor greed, nothing of pride or jealousy, neither duty nor riches, desire nor release, eternal bliss and awareness. I am Shiva, I am Shiva.
Né virtù, né vizio, né piacere, né dolore, luogo sacro, mantra, Veda, né avan, non chi mangia, né cibo, né il piacere di mangiare, eterna beatitudine e consapevolezza io sono Shiva, io sono Shiva.
Neither virtue nor vice, pleasure nor pain, holy place, mantra, Vedas, no Havan, nor the ether, no food, no enjoyment of eating, eternal bliss and awareness. I am Shiva, I am Shiva.
Né paura della morte, né distinzione di casta, né madre, né padre, né nascita o io, né discepolo, né guru, né fratello, né amico, eterna beatitudine e consapevolezza, io sono. Io sono Shiva, io sono Shiva.
Neither fear of death, no distinction of caste, no father, no mother, no birth have I, no disciple, no guru, no brother, no friend, eternal bliss and awareness. I am Shiva, I am Shiva.
Io sono senza dubbi, esisto senza forma, onipervadente sono io, do vita ai sensi, eterno, immutabile, né libero né attaccato, eterna beatitudine e consapevolezza io sono Shiva, io sono Shiva.
I am without doubt, I exist without form, all-pervading am I give life to the senses, eternal, unchanging, neither free nor attached, eternal bliss and awareness. I am Shiva, I am Shiva.
शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायुः न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायुः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ मदो नैव मेनैव मात्सर्यभाव मदो नैव मेनैव मात्सर्यभाव न धर्मो न चार्तो न कामो न मोक्ष न धर्मो न चार्तो न कामो न मोक्ष चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञा न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञा अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न मे मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेद न मे मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेद पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्य न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्य चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुत्वाच सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां विभुत्वाच सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्ध सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्ध चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्
Ora possiamo alzarci tutti quanti in piedi per cantare insieme i 3 mantra.
We can all stand up to say the 3 great mantras.
Bolo Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi ki Jai.